636-327-3052.
That wasn't so bad.
Welcome back to the Renegade Report. I'm Francis Mayer, Sports Information Director for the greatest athletic department in the known universe, BC Athletics. Now, we got to talk to two great swimmers earlier, and if you missed those interviews, you could watch them later on YouTube, or I'll post links to them on GoGades.com and Facebook, which Rosebrook Hunt should like.
Gave it up for Lent.
You gave Facebook up for Lent?
I gave all social media up for Lent.
No, you did not.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat.
And I know that you're real concerned with Instagram.
No, I mean, not really. I don't really post a lot of pictures, but I get on it a lot to look at pictures. But yeah.
So what? Tell me about how that's going. Like right now, I can pick up my phone. Well, let's just open up Facebook.
Yeah, I deleted all the apps off of my phone.
Did you really?
Yeah, I told Gabby yesterday because I wanted to. What did I want to do?
You're
Post
talking
a
about
picture.
Gabby Morales, the former standout athlete at Bakersfield College, turned assistant coach.
Yes,
Okay.
/ my best friend.
Your bestie.
Yes. Well, yesterday I wanted to post a picture and I was like, oh, dang it. And then I was going to tweet about not being able to post a picture. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even tweet. And then later I was like, oh my gosh, I want to tweet about not being able to tweet. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't tweet. Yeah.
No, and you actually
So-
have some pretty exciting stuff to share right now.
Yes.
The Lady Gades are playing awesome basketball. I know you're nursing an injury right now, though.
Yes.
And what is that?
I have a contusion and a strain in my knee.
And how does it feel today?
Today it's actually giving me some fits. And I took my medicine, some anti-inflammatories. It's not really helping. So.
But let's take a look at some highlights right now, and I think you're going to see that you look just fine on the court, as do the Lady Gades. There's our cheerleaders. They've improved their performance lately. Who's that?
That's me.
Rosebrook Hunt doing just fine down low. Look at that. And there's the pre-wrap wrapped just below the patella. Love it.
Had to get pink everywhere.
Yes, yes. You guys have been wearing the pink uniforms. Wonderful pass underneath there to Nakia Page. No big surprise to see her scoring. And they did not want to give up. Canyons did not want to give up. But there goes Nakia. Right there.
Yeah.
The rebound, and then the scrappy play. Oh, did you see what happened right there?
Yes, my assist.
And then pow, yo. Is that yo? No,
That's
that
Alex.
was Alex Green.
This is the end of the game. Oh, look at my face. I watched this 200 times last night.
Did you really?
I just kept playing it over and over and over. on my
Did you
phone.
record it?
One of our teammates did, and she sent it in our group message.
Very good. And that was courtesy of Greg Kerr, of course, a hometown sports guy and longtime sports anchor at Channel 29. Greg Kerr is the dean of local sports and at Bakersfield College. We thank him for everything he does for us. He's a great supporter of the programs.
Yes.
But last night, there was a lot of media there. And why was that, Rosebrook?
Well, we are up for our conference championship, so I believe that's why they're there. We're, I think we're tied right now.
You are tied
for
right
first,
now.
and
yes.
if we win Saturday, we are sole champions.
Yes, you
Yes.
are. And that would really be a first, an uncontested division title for this program. Now, I know that there's been one before, but then there was a paperwork issue that caused, I want to say, Glendale to have to forfeit a win.
I think it was Canyons. Oh, Glendale. It might have been Glendale.
Glendale had to Citrus had to forfeit a win over Canyons.
Yes.
So that gave Canyons another win and knocked us
out of
the playoffs.
And that was Gabby's year too, her sophomore year.
No, and she was very talented, of course.
Yes.
And that was very disappointed. So she has to feel a little bit of redemption right now watching you guys do this.
Yes, and actually yesterday's game, or last night's game, I believe we knocked Canyons out of playoffs.
Bow down, Canyons.
Yes, so with
now,
that
are we
loss-
fans of Canyons up at
We're
BC?
not. Honestly, that's like our rival.
Yes.
So for like high school, you would have rivals. That's our college rival.
It is, and they're just a little bit up the road, but they
Yes.
really think that we're like these stubborn hillbillies from the valley. They think they have this big superiority complex with us.
Yeah, and it was a battle last night too. We were really scrappy.
It was physical play, but one thing and you and I have talked about this before, I've been angry because I feel like you guys are getting bullied sometimes.
Yeah, but we punched back.
You did punch back last night. You weren't
Yes.
just the Renegades last night. You were the Punchagades.
Yeah, we don't bow down to anybody. If you punch us, we're gonna come back 10 times harder.
And no, I agree with that. And I think like your season was like this. and then there was a little valley that was kind of stinky, and then pow, what about it?
Yes.
We're peaking at the right time. We have depth.
Yes.
Seeing what Marissa's done has been awesome. Seeing what Kyla's done has been awesome. And it just shows how much depth we have. Health-wise, conditioning-wise, what are you guys bringing to the table, and how ready are you for the Antelope Valley game on Saturday?
We actually lost them the last time, so our motto is we don't let anybody beat us twice. So we're working extra hard. Our coach is not let up at all. We are still running sprints. Like the day before the game, we ran suicides, doubles, like down and backs. We were still running sprints. I believe we're in good shape, and we just need to stop the drives for Antelope Valley pretty much because they have a inside game. They don't really have a lot of outside shots, but we need to stop the
that
drives.
for us. Do you think that are you saying they have size, or they just play well inside?
They like to drive a lot, and their main scorer 24. She's about my height, so they are pretty tall. Some of them, they're like
So
tall
are
and
we,
lanky.
though.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not really much of a difference. They just like to drive. So basically, our main objective is to stop the inside game and force them to shoot a lot of threes and outside shots.
Where did you play in high school, Rose?
I played at Frontier.
Is this the best team you've ever been on?
Oh, by far, yes.
And why is that?
We're like a really big family. Basically, all my friends are on the team. Like, I don't really hang out with anybody else. We're together 6 days out of the week. You know, like I said, we have a group message. We're constantly talking every single day. We're constantly uplifting each other. We're very supportive, and we all have like a common goal. We want to win, and like we're just very loving and hardworking. So like we all have the same goal.
There's no weird jealousy or cliques on that team. It doesn't seem like. It seems like you guys are all. I mean, when I see you guys, there's at least 6 of you.
Yeah, we travel in packs.
You do travel in packs. You
at least 2 of us together.
That's yes. And then within the team, there are different strengths. Like, I think we're really deep at guard. I think that, the 3 of you, Clacy, Nakia, and you form, kind of the size of the team. And then there's just depth for days.
Yeah, and she's a little on the taller side for a guard. She plays both, honestly. Like
she plays like the new guard position, doesn't she?
Yeah, on defense, she guards pretty much. And then on offense, she can either be outside. Well, she'll drive in. She has like a nice outside shot too. She hits that a couple times.
She did.
Yes,
she had a couple like nice smooth touches.
And she's like right in front of the 3-point line too. And I'm like, oh girl, just
take the step.
Yeah, but she's improved a lot, and I'm actually really proud of her. But yeah.
No, last night's Canyons coach, it was pretty amusing to watch.
I blocked him out, honestly. I didn't even notice him.
Good policy.
I didn't even notice him.
But he just, we won't point any fingers. Actually, I will, doggone it. You don't have to say a word. He didn't like it when you guys punched back.
Yeah, actually, in the beginning of the game, our coach was getting really mad because they were calling a lot of. I remember Nakia went up and got slapped like 3 times in a row, and they didn't call anything.
So soon,
the fouls were 7-2, and I think it finally started catching up toward the end. But I was like, how do we have 7 fouls and they only have 2? And it was with 15 minutes, like barely 5 minutes into the half, we were already fouling, and we weren't getting any calls for us.
I hope our viewers are getting how electrifying your team is right now, because you and I just totally forgot we were doing this show and got lost up talking. I'm like, that game was crazy.
I was so hyped, and especially on the bench. Like, our bench is really supportive too, and every time I'm on the bench, I'm constantly yelling, constantly talking. Our bench is constantly cheering, and then the crowd that just like amplifies it.
It does. And like we had our friends in the Bakersfield Jam out last night. They were deep. There was like 12 of them that showed up.
Yeah.
Vic brought them out. And then you got the president of the school, Dr. Christian, is out. You got Dr. Databoy, director of student services. Like all these people, vice president, coming out, and folks, when they see me on campus, I'm always wearing a Renegade shirt, and they're always like, hey, y'all. And then they have some sports question. 9 times out of 10 lately, it's been, how about those ladies? What are they up to?
Yeah, when I went to the doctor's to get my knee checked out, this guy was like, I was wearing BC shorts. He was like, oh, you play for Bakersfield College? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, you guys are doing great. I was like, thank you.
People know.
Yes.
And then the men, and we're going to have Coach Hughes and Austin Welch up next. They had a great game last night.
Yes.
They played
in the
fun
overtime.
hoops. Yeah, and there is just absolutely a palpable buzz in the Gil Bishop Sports Center right now. We're totally stoked about what you guys are doing. The men seem committed to cracking into the playoffs. They don't want you to be lonely.
Yes.
And right now, the game against Antelope Valley on Saturday, we can't celebrate yet. 'Cause
Yes.
that is a
Yeah,
basketball
it's a
game.
tough game for both of us. So, yeah.
Are you excited about it?
I am. I'm seeking revenge. I'm not gonna let anybody get into my paint. Like that is my area.
Is that
It's my home.
how Nakia and Clacy feel?
Yes, especially Clacy had 3 like monster blocks last night. I was surprised.
Getting stupid with people.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I was like, oh my gosh, that is my girl.
And then
She
Nakia
blocked
just
those
willed
shots.
herself. One more time, Chris, before we go, let's take another look at these highlights. Watch how Nakia just willed things to happen, and so did you. You got physical in there, rolled your sleeves up. Here's the BC cheerleaders again. They don't want to be ruled out. There's a field goal attempt, the rebound, the putback, and it's good. Look at her, number 15. Oh, and they strike back, and things are looking a little bit shady. But watch the Renegades. Kyla Dean passing inside to Nakia. She gets the layup. So that was a great pass, by the way. We saw you guys do that a couple times. And then Canyons, they don't want to lay down. There's their coach shouting his fool head off. And then Tarver misses the shot. But look at the scrap. Rosebrook kicks it back out. Nakia, well, she does what she does and scores some points. And then look at this physical play. Just no, give me that ball.
Yes.
And then she runs around. The clock expires, and it is absolute madness. Look at you ladies having fun. That was just too much. There's Emery having a good time. He's back up in the mix.
He makes me laugh a lot.
Well, we do. We have a great supporting cast. We have, of course, the estimable Coach Dahl. We have Coach Clarence.
Autumn Nichols.
We have Autumn Nichols out there.
Gabby.
We've got Emery helping out. There's just a
Yes.
lot of love on your program. Everybody's cheering for you guys. We really want to get you out this weekend, though, Saturday.
Yes.
The game against Antelope Valley is kind of where this roller coaster 20-plus win ride comes to a regular season end, and then
Yes.
you're going to march into the playoffs.
Yes.
So, Rosebrook, I can't wait to see you. It's going to be awesome.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Everybody come out.
Please,
Saturday,
yes.
5 p.m.
Well, you heard it from her. Rosebrook Hunt. She's part of the Big Three at Bakersfield College. Really, she's part of the big team. They are playing awesome basketball, and they are committed to taking this just as far as they can and help the energy from the fans, filling up the gill. It always helps. Coming up next, we got Coach Rich Hughes and a guy who made it off the reservation to do some impressive things on the hardwood. Stick around. You don't want to miss it.
From day